Previously on War on the Sea, Centrifugal Offensive. Between the 9th and 18th of April 1943, we have continued to hunt down and sink the enemy's merchant fleet. These convoys represent the lifeblood of our enemy's ability to fight. Without these supplies, fresh troops, fuel and equipment, their mighty warships and their vast air armadas will be unable to operate. With the enemy distracted by our convoy attacks, they are blind to our reinforcing of Banjarmasin. We are amassing a large supplies and resources to improve our airfields to house a greater number of aircraft so we can patrol the water over to the island of Java. Our forces are now closing in around Java. We will soon be in a position to make our first strike against this fortified enemy island. At 2 PM on the 18th of April, we've got some of our Zeros just covering one of our merchant fleets. I think it's Merch 2 down there, just in case they come under any attack. They're quite close to the carrier formation, so we might as well get these fighters up and protecting. We've got the Oscars from Balikpapan guarding Merch 1 as well, just in case anything happens. We have reports that enemy bombers and aircraft heading in this direction, and the reports are right. We've got a Bristol Blenheim coming into the area looking to do some it's a fighter variant by the looks of it, and we got loads of them, whole wings of them. Let's see if we can get these shot down. Oh, there's one of my Zeros being shot down. Meanwhile, the battle ensues. We've got the aircraft coming in. They seem to be making a mockery of our defence. The Zeros are having no discernible effect on these Blenheims, which I cannot believe. Go on, shoot one down, finally. Going for some of our ships here. We're powerless to stop them. What hopefully we can do is send them down to the sea so they cannot be sent again in another engagement. So at the end of that, heavy damage to our ships. Moderate damage, minor flooding, heavy damage, minor flooding, minor and critical and heavy. My goodness me. We lost one of our Zeros, 14 were up. Of the 10 aircraft that attacked, 10 were shot down, which is something. But the amount of damage strafing Blenheims with 303 did is just unfathomable, to be honest. An hour later, Merch 2 is once again under threat from enemy airstrikes. The Zeros are still here, thank heavens. Let's see if they can intercept better the incoming threat. Oh, it's flights of B-17s. Okay, this is going to be different. How many? We've got 2 flights of B-17s, right? I don't know if we've got... You can see the smoke ahead, which are the fighters coming in. I don't know if we've got enough to actually down these B-17s. We may start to see some damage from our merchant fleet. Here they come, forward attack. These are F bombers. Oh, 2 shot down straight away, beautiful. 3 shot down. Okay, I take it back. The group over there is unchallenged. However, 3 B-17s shot down in as many moments. Do not attack them from the rear, boys. That is where they're the strongest. More bombers shot down. Just one. Come on, finish him off before I think he's going to drop bombs. Bombs gone. See the bot. Oh, but they got the bomber. That's all bombers shot down. Oh, and the bombs missed. Ah, small mercies, and there comes the bomber. Brilliant. Those Zeros did a fantastic job this time. Not pleased with their intercept of the Blenheims, but of the B-17s. That was awesome, guys. Utterly awesome. Well done. Confirmation then. No further damage to our 4 merchant ships. Of the 13 remaining, Zeros. They shot down all attacking B-17Fs, which is fantastic. Before they really got to the target zone, only one managed to loose a couple of bombs, but they were off target. And at 3 AM on the 19th, Merch 1 actually manages to get into Banjarmasin, which is great. Even though they're damaged, they've done really well to get there, thanks to their air cover. So let's unload all cargo if we can. Make sure it has unloaded. Yes. So we've got 3,000 supplies here, 500 engineering, and 280 fuel. We need a little bit more fuel. Hopefully that is what... Oh, that's a Nippon Maru. Yes, you've got 30 fuel. That should just about see us get a level 4 airfield. Fantastic. Right, Merch 1. I know you're damaged, but set course back up here to Tarakan, and we'll see if we can get some more supplies lined up and bring some more troops down. How many troops we got down here at the moment? 13,000. Okay, we've got 35,000 up there, 26,000 up there, so we'll bring a load of troops down this time and see if we can't stockpile our troops here, ready for our invasion on one of the bases on Java. And just before 10 AM on the 19th, Nippon Maru has made it. So let's unload all cargo here. Good. So that must mean Banjarmasin is ready for upgrade to a level 4 airfield. Fantastic. This gives us 3 more Oscars. We've got the other Oscars actually covering the ship coming in. 8 Anns and -4 Bettys. Brilliant. Okay, so we've got level 4 airfields here, which is grand. Yeah, nowhere near enough. Well, only another 200 engineering and 400 fuel and 4,000 supplies. We can get level 5 airfield here. But yeah, that is good for the moment. So that is good. So we're going to start building up the forces down here. Which is the one we're going to pick on next. These two are going to be really tough to crack, aren't they? Do we take this one? I think this might be Denpensa. It might be R1. Is that actually one of our goals? I don't think it is. It is actually. Yeah, okay, fine. So Denpensa is the one we're going to target. So we can sneak around here, and we can always use the... If you can capture the airfields intact, that would be a good thing. What I'm thinking... Sorry, I went quiet when I was thinking. I might use one of these subs to pick up some, like a expeditionary recon force, drop them on the island to give us a sort of a feel for how many troops they've got there. If we drop, 50 troops or 20 troops, and it's a reasonably sized chunk of red comes onto the bar here, that will indicate that we probably only need a few thousand troops to actually capture that one, and we can probably do that quite stealthily. So can these... What have we got there? 9,000 troops. Let's bring you into port. I don't know how many troops these little subs can hold, but I'm hoping they can do something. 50. There we go. There we go. That's what I thought they might be able to hold. Right, so we'll set them on course down here for a bit of a recon, and they can come into here and see what's going on there. Just testing the waters, as it were. Right, meanwhile, Nippon Maru, where can we put you? Have you got any fuel anywhere else? I think we're completely out of fuel pretty much everywhere. Okay, so I may move you up here just to be in a safer spot than down here, the southern tip of Borneo, where we get a lot of air raids. Okay, at just before 5 PM on the 20th, RO-29 has made it down to Denpensa. That is the, you can see the woodland, or the forest area there. That is where the port is. So we're going to drop these 50 troops off, so they can do some recon and some, basically check out the area and give us a bit of recon on sort of the situation and awareness of what's going on and how many defenders they've got in this region. So, if we unload all cargo, there we go. 50 troops have been dropped off on the beachhead. And there we go. Okay. So there's only probably a 1,000 or so defending troops, I would imagine. Bit of smoke goes up. Let's get our RO-29 out of there. So yeah, I think we'll try and steam in there with a full complement of troops and see what we can do. So with the aircraft, we can use one of the aircraft carriers as cover, plus maybe we'll send in the heavy cruiser, the Haguru or the Choke, to go in there with a couple of destroyers. What have we got in Merch 1? Some of the troops. So I think Merch 2 up here might be able to help. So we'll get some troops, load them down there, we'll merge up, and then we'll do the strike, I think. So talking of which, let's get the cargo managed up here, so we can get some troops on the destroyer, get some 1,000 troops there, 200 troops on that one, 600 troops on that one. Okay, and let's set course down here and over to here. The same we'll do, get some of these ships to get some troops up here, and then they'll deploy further down. At 8 AM on the 21st, we've got our Val bombers up from the carrier, because they got some spotted some merchant vessels, another merchant convoy, escorted by a small corvette style escort ship. So that could well be a troop ship. So we'll target that one as the priority, and secondary third, I think. Okay, we got good hits on the first two ships, the troop ship and the smaller merchant as well. So far it appears that all our bombers are okay. I think we've got one more group still to come in, which was slightly delayed. Okay, here they come. And these ones were slightly delayed, going for the remaining merchant. Bombs fall narrowly wide, as does the stricken, shot down Val dive bomber. One's smoking but is making her break. This merchant gets a lucky reprieve. So confirmation, 16 Val dive bombers attacked. We sadly lost one. However, our efforts were not without victory. We managed to score a, I think it was the troop ship for 13,500 tons sunk. And then the other two ships were moderately damaged and moderately flooding as we left them, but they were able to continue. So yeah, one sunk, two mediumly damaged as well. So they're going to be slow. Not long later, a group of ANs have been sent up to hit another merchant convoy operating south of Banjarmasin. Okay, two flights coming in. We're going to attack the oil tanker right in the middle, and they got a lot of anti-aircraft fire coming up. Two of the ANs are already smoking. Diving in. Good hits. Our attack coming in. Oh, one of our aircraft shot down. And the rest scrambling away. Meanwhile, as the ANs leave the engagement area, we've got a couple of Bettys still in recon mode in the area, and this oil tanker has, it's been suffering. Fires have indeed taken hold, and there's open flame on the deck, and water lapping over the deck as well. And we can see if the damage overcomes the repair crews of this oil tanker, and she'll slip beneath the waves, hopefully, so the Ans can claim another victory. So, confirmation at the end of that. 11 aircraft, some of them with the Bettys doing recon, but we lost one An bomber. But the oil tanker was indeed sunk for 9,514 tons, so another victory for the little plucky An squadron. At 6 AM on the 25th of April 1942, our invasion force nears the island of Java. Supported by the heavy cruiser and one of the carriers, we are able to put up a cap of 0 fighters, just as well as the enemy sends up more aircraft to strike at our force. Okay, we've got some PBYs with torpedoes strapped under the wings coming in to attack. Our Zeros are doing the usual thing of faffing around for 20 minutes before they set up and... oh, there we go. I'll tell a lie, that next wing sorted themselves straight out, and they are... second one shot down, nice. Third one shot down, nice. Anyone else? Okay, with the PBYs sorted, we seem to have a lone aircraft coming into the area. No bombs under the wings, so maybe recon? But I don't know. Oh! I think she took out one of our Zeros, as the Zero took her out as well. Confirmation then. Yeah, 5 aircraft attacked our group. We lost 1 Zero right at the end there. All 5 enemy aircraft shot down. Okay, at 9:30, our invasion force, or Merch 2 as it's previously been known, has made it to Makassar. Let's unload all cargo. Make sure all there's 4,800 troops have been to back up the 50 that were already deposited on site. So there we go. We've got about a third of the troops necessary to deploy. So that, yeah, considering 50 got us that far, almost 5,000's got us that far. We need probably another drop another 10,000 troops on there. Right, with that in mind, let's beat a course out of here, and we'll head back up to get another load of troops to drop on Denpasar. And at 11 AM on the 28th, our task force makes it back to Denpasar, which 2,000 of our troops have been defeated by this of it. Yes, they are struggling, so they'll be desperate for these new troops. Now up to 7,000 troops now. Yes, that's a bit better, but still not enough. Maybe we need to bombard. I didn't want to do this because I wanted to capture everything intact, but let's do a shore bombardment. See if that helps at all. And then we'll set their course out of there and back to get some more troops. So we're going to have a lot of 380 up there. It is quicker to go up there. Right, there we go. So at Makassar, those troops have defeated the small enemy incursion. That's all been sorted out now, which is nice. Yeah, we need to get another dump of troops onto this place, and hopefully we can, by the time we get back there, we can at least match them at 50-50, if nothing more. Okay, at early hours of the morning at 1:30 on the 30th of April, our invasion force makes it back to Banjarmasin, where we can load up once again on more troops. and hopefully take these to the aid of the soldiers fighting. Right, I think that's everything, isn't it? Yeah. The other thing is we've clicked over on our command points, so we've got 177, which allows us. Well, we get another aircraft carrier, I think, which should be awesome. So let's bring that in through there, and while they're doing that, let's come up to Tarakan and let's see. So we've already got the Soy Ryu, so we can't get another one of those. We've got that one as well. There are 2 aircraft carriers. The Shokaku class carrier, 24 Zeros, 24 Val dive bombers, 24 Kate torpedo bombers. That's 111. The Akagi class carrier, 113. That's got slightly more torpedo bombers, slightly less fighters and dive bombers. And the Kaga class carrier, which is 121. That's 21 fighters, 27 dive bombers, 27 torpedo bombers. So that's quite a good one as well. When it comes to battleships, we've got the Congo class for 71, and that's it. So let's get the carrier. I think we'll probably go for the Shotaku. 24 fighters, yeah, I think that's a nice all-rounder, I think. Shokaku, let's purchase you. So that's 111. That leaves us, well, 66. So let's get a heavy cruiser to give her some company. One thing we do want is some radar, surface radar, so they can detect it. There we go. So the Takayo class has air radar, which will be a good one to have. The Mogami, does she have air radar? No. The Tone class, or Tony class heavy cruiser does. So Tony, what's she got in terms of armament? 8 20 centimeters or 8-inch guns. Okay. What about the Takayo? 10 8-inch guns, and that's also got the radar. Okay. So Takayo is the one, we've already got those. Okay, so let's get a Tony one then. Get the Tony. Yeah, okay, let's get the Tony. Let's add that to the list. 28, so that's 139. That leaves us 38 points. So we get some destroyers for that. So there we go. So we've got the Shokaku aircraft carrier. We've got the Tony heavy cruiser. We've got a couple of destroyers, and we've got the Jinsu. We've got the Jinsu back, our light cruiser, for a little bit of support. Great. So they can come down here and join this force up there, which should be nice. Keep them company. At 2:30 on the 1st of May 1942, our invasion force has made it back to Denpasar, where 5,214 of our troops are bravely fighting still. Okay then, let's see if we can drop these. Let's drop the troops. Boom. Up to 10,000 troops now, another 5,000 troops to reinforce our fighting hard. There we go, up to 50%. So we need 20,000 troops to win this. Crikey. Well, let's continue on then. Let's get these forces back up here. So we're picking up about 5,000 troops. What have we got there? 3,000 troops. At Balapapan, 4,000 troops. 9,000 troops. So we will actually head over here to see if we can get some troops up there. Oh wow, that is, God blimey, I didn't think we need quite so many troops. We maybe didn't stockpile enough down here at Banjamasin, but yeah. Wow. Okay, 37,000 up there, so yeah, we just need to keep the momentum going there, unfortunately. I may need to come here and try and level the facilities, the 2 airfields here, although I wanted to try and capture them. Maybe that will help our attacking forces defeat the defenders. 3:30, the enemy has sent aircraft up to try and hit our retreating invasion force fleet as they head back to get more troops to drop. Enemy aircraft coming in, looks like fighters. I can see 3 at the moment, on a 4th there. Oh, he's turned away. They don't look like torpedo bombers. Maybe more aircraft to come in a second wave, perhaps. There go our Zeros. Okay, we've got one of our freighters which has been damaged, got fires going, so she is slowing down to repair the damage. Confirmation then, some damage to the Kamori Maru there, heavy damage, but she's okay for the moment. 19 aircraft we had up in the cap. Of the 4 attacked, 4 were shot down. Okay, a couple of our torpedo bombers have spotted a small enemy convoy ahead, so we are attacking the it looks like 2 merchants and an oil tanker with a small escort, so let's see if we can hit the oil tanker, I guess. Meanwhile, 2 more torpedo bombers are heading in. The tanker has turned away, as you can see, which will make it extremely difficult to get a decent attack on. So we're going for the 4th ship in this row, the merchant ship, see if we can get some torpedoes on target. Torpedoes gone. Ship is making emergency maneuvers. Oh, another dud. I've been so unlucky. It wasn't a very good angle. So, after that short attack by our torpedo bombers, we lost 1. However, we were able to sink the oil tanker with 7,300 tons. Unfortunately, only 1 torpedo actually sunk that, which is a bit fortunate. The fires got hold and they couldn't get back on top of them. I think this ship here was lucky. Got hit by a dud. Obviously, the tanker got hit by a dud as well, and 1 slipped by. Unlucky. So, May the 2nd, 1942, things are in motion. We are just constantly trying to replenish these troops, and I don't want to have to go all the way up to here or here to try and get them, because it's going to be a long time where our troops on the ground may suffer. But yeah, things are going well for the moment. We've got enough forces on the sea and in the air to kind of keep our invasion safe. A lot better this time, isn't it, than when we were attacking down here. And oh, remember the bloodshed and the ships lost trying to get Singapore and Palembang. Oh my goodness me, they were tough. But yeah, this one's going a lot better now that the enemy is getting trounced by our 0 cap over the task group, which is doing its job pretty well. So we'll leave it there. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.